Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties there. Um, yeah, I'm using a U gimbal today and it's not wanting to sit the way it's supposed to with YouTube. YouTube isn't liking it, so I'm going to have to reformat it later. So I'm going to sit it a different way. But welcome to Steph Wanders Disney. If it's your first time with the channel, please subscribe and hit a like button because that helps with my numbers, which is greatly appreciated and it is free to do. Today we are not at Disney. I will be there soon, but we are here to talk about Disney to see what you guys would like to see while I'm there. I'm going to be there in about 3 weeks to be at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I don't know how many of you guys have been there before or what you guys know what to expect, or what you guys would like to see while I'm there. There's all kinds of things to see and do. There's parades, there's costumes, there is stage shows, there's overlays, there's trick or treat things, there's lines, there's villains walking around, there's all kinds of random pop-up bands. There's all kinds of things to do, but there's all kinds of special food, but there's not enough time to do all of it. So I wanted to come on here and see what it is that you guys would like to see the most. I'm of course going to get the fireworks, and the Hocus Pocus stage show, I believe, plays twice. So I'm going to try and get at least one of them in, and I'm also going to get at least one of the parades, if not both. I'm also going to try and get some of the rides done because I can take this with me on some of the rides. Like, you can't do the party without doing Pirates of the Caribbean. You also can't go without doing Haunted Mansion, and both of those I can do with this. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we can do those rides for sure. There's quite a few rides that you can do while live streaming. I can't obviously take you on Tron. You have to put everything in a locker for Tron. And a few of the others, obviously not Space Mountain, and Space Mountain is all in the dark for the overlay for the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party. So that would make it really, 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 really difficult to see anything. Plus, it's really shaky and everything, and my camera would probably drop. So there's absolutely no way that that can happen. So we're not going to do that. So for now, I'm going to turn the camera around. We're just walking through my neighborhood and see if any questions come up. Otherwise, we'll just talk about a few things, and you guys can always rewatch this later or leave comments. I would love to hear about your comments and see what you would like to see, what you would like to do, any of the food items that you'd like to try and get me to try. Costumes. I'm still torn as to what costume to wear. There is, there you go. Last year, there was, we prepared for the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party for a long time, and I prepared some pretty good costumes. And we won Best Costume, which was really great. And I was actually not trying to do that, it just kind of happened. But this year, I just kind of decided to do this on a whim. And so I've got some costumes that I would like to do, but they're not really feasible for doing live streaming because, you can't wear props and I need to carry extra equipment. So it's not something that I can do. So I have a few picked out that I think might work. It's not going to be anything elaborate or anything, but it'll be fun still. I feel like you can still have fun if you don't dress up, but you have a lot more fun if you dress up. The cast members appreciate it, and they do comment on them. Other people appreciate it, and you see so many people that are getting into dressing up now. It is a lot more fun than it seems like it would be. So I guess you'll have to wait and see what I dress up as when I get there. I will be live streaming it, so I will be at the Not So Scary Halloween party on September the 30th. So I'm driving down the day before. So I'm probably going to spend the day before, after I get there, in Disney Springs. So we'll wander around there, see what kind of food there is, maybe some new merchandise, um, see what we can get ourselves into there. There's some new cool little cakes at the patisserie, of course. Um, there's always new stuff going on in Disney Springs, so I can go check some of that out and see what we got going on. So we'll try that. And sorry, we're gonna have to reformulate this here. And then we'll see what we can do after that. So far, I don't think I'm seeing any comments on here, but hopefully you guys will rewatch this later and leave some comments for me that I can respond to. Give that a like and a thumbs up for me if you can. Let me know what you're thinking about the party. Now, it's come up from some other people. People are wondering if the party is worth it. I think the party is worth it. And I know from several other people that they think the party is worth it. I've been there a couple of times for the party. It is personally my favorite. I've been to the Christmas party. It is not my favorite, which is funny because I love Christmas. But the Christmas party pales in comparison, and I think it's because the Halloween party has so much going on, as well as you get to see a lot of characters. You get to see villains, which you normally don't ever get to see out, which is really cool. And they are out walking around. That's a new thing they started last year. So you'll just randomly see them out and about and bump into them, and you can interact with them. It's not always just a line. All the overlays. Christmas party also has extra treats, but not nearly as many as Halloween. And then there's also just all of the costumes, the trick-or-treat lines. You can actually get into trick-or-treat lines that have villains in them, like Maleficent and the Evil Queen. So that part's really cool. But there's just so much to do and so much to see. Whereas the Halloween party is pretty, and they have like the soap bubbles at the end, which is fun. But there isn't as much to do. I mean, there's some special event items. They have a special parade, and they do have a small stage show, and they do different fireworks. But there's no trick-or-treat lines. People don't generally dress up. It's just a different environment. And I don't know. I just generally don't enjoy it as much. People aren't as excited to go. It's a different feeling when you go, and a lot of people have that same thought. Now, if you've never been to the party, I would say definitely go. I have not been there yet this year, but people are saying it's kind of exactly the same as last year, other than they're not having live actors at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That part is kind of sad. It used to be fun that you would just see, a random Captain Jack Sparrow pop out from somewhere. They're not doing that anymore, apparently. So that would be great if they brought that back. Otherwise, it's apparently exactly the same. Now, if you're thinking of going, next year, earlier in the year, of course, is hotter, but the tickets are cheaper. So if that's something that you want to think about, that's always a good thing too. I think they start earlier in the season at about $139, and progressively, usually they're on Sunday nights, generally Tuesday nights, sometimes Wednesday nights, and then also on Sundays. It's usually like every couple of days within reason. Sometimes, I'm gonna cross the street here. Sometimes they kind of change up the days a little bit, but that's kind of how it goes. Sorry, I was just watching for traffic there. Sometimes, sorry, there's something going on over there. As the dates get closer to Halloween, of course, the tickets get more expensive, and I believe this year they go up to $209. Last year when we went like the day before Halloween, and I think we paid $199, so it's gone up like $9 or $10, which is to be expected. I mean, everything goes up, and it being Disney, it's going to go up. So, that's not unexpected. But it is a really good time. There's some controversy with some people. They go because they want to collect as much candy as possible, which seems like a weird reason to go. But that's not really my thing. I'll go through a couple trick or treat lines, but that's not really the reason why you want to go, to a party. People online have been, funny about their trick or treat bags, or they do have trick or treat bags for people with allergies. So some people have been wanting two bags. They want one bag that's for allergies and one bag that's for not allergies, saying, some of the non-allergy treats they can still eat, but it's not really fair. And then they, go around trying to collect like 10 bags of candy because they want their $200 worth. I don't know how people feel about that. Um, you know, Everybody has a different viewpoint on those sorts of things. I mean, if that's your thing and you want to go around and go to all the trick or treat bins and get as much candy as possible, I guess you can. But there's so many other fun things to do. I don't know. You've only got 5 hours there that you'd want to waste all your time doing that. And then there's all the meet and greets. I forgot about all those. So Jack and Sally, that's the most popular meet and greet, but of course that's like 2 hours generally for that line. And then of course you've got your merch, you've got popcorn buckets, which are new every year, and different things like that. So there's so much going on at the Halloween party. That's why I was trying to get an idea of what everybody wanted to see, because you can't do everything. The Christmas party, you could probably do most things. It seems smaller. There just doesn't seem to be as much hype about it. They don't make as many things. But the Halloween party, there's so much going on that you definitely can't eat everything. And you can kind of do some things. You can't do all of it. Some of it you just kind of bump into too as it happens. So trying to get a better idea of what most people might want to do. So I think with that, it looks like this is probably a time when people are putting kids to bed and eating dinner. And I mean, there's people watching from all over. I think here in Alabama, it is about 6:45, so it's probably about that time that people are busy doing other things. But this was kind of just a mic check and to get on here and say hi to everybody and meet everybody. I hope you come back and watch again. Next weekend, me and my friend Sameen are going to be going to the Panda Festival, because as much as I love Disney and theme parks and Universal, I also love traveling, and so does she. But we also, as everybody does, love food. And it is a giant festival for Asian food. I think there's like 1,000 food items. And it looks amazing. So me and her are going to travel to Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to go check that out. So if you would like to join in with us, we're going to live stream that, and that'll be a lot of fun. And you can meet my friend Sameen, and we're all going to hang out and eat a bunch of food. So it was nice to meet you, and I hope you all have a good night and happy wandering.